To avoid digital threats, just turn on NordVPN. Improve your protection against trackers, malicious websites, and malware-ridden downloads. Get the deal now.
Matt Olson and the Braves battle Rafael Devers and the Red Sox. Or Carlos Correa and the Twins take on the Brewers. It's Baseball Night in America, Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance. Plus, stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better. It makes me feel stronger too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the Deluxe Bundle. Get the faster motor or 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the sport mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
This is the WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam.
Hello from the Crimson Complex high atop the city of Steubenville, as it's a rivalry to wrap up the regular season. The Catholic Central Crusaders and Steubenville Big Red here on the WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam. Rob Metzger, Rich Donnelly, our pitching matchup for tonight's matchup for Big Red. On the mound, getting warmed up, is the freshman A.J. Borsch. Borsch will get the call after a strong outing on a Saturday in a victory against Granville. And for Catholic Central, it'll be Eli Fayak. The senior will get the start in limited action this year. 2 innings, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk. That is your pitching matchup for this one. And, of course, the keys to the game in the matchup between Big Red at 10-13 on the year and Catholic Central at 4-7. Pitchers command the strike zone, be aggressive in the hitting zone, and for Big Red, get ahead in the count and hit with runners in scoring position. We're going to take a timeout. First pitch when we come back from the Crimson Complex.
Are you looking to sell your property? I'm Laney Open House Ross, one of the Valley's hardest working realtors. Large or small, residential or business properties, I sell and list them all. If you're ready to buy or sell, contact me, Laney Open House Ross, one of the High Valley's hardest working realtors.
Are you ready to make a difference in our community?
We are looking for compassionate individuals to open their hearts and homes to the youth facing medical or behavioral health challenges with our treatment foster care program.
This program brings home-based care to many special youth.
With training and support from a local team, our treatment foster families help the youth grow in a family setting.
Interested in learning more? Call me. Together, we can give the youth hope and support they need to thrive.
Shop local, sponsored by M&M Hardware.
Spring is here and it's time to fire up the grill. At M&M Hardware, we have everything you need for your outdoor cooking season.
From top-of-the-line grills to all the accessories you need, we've got your grilling essentials covered.
Our friendly experts are here to help you pick the perfect grill for your backyard barbecue.
Shop local at M&M Hardware for great prices, great service, and everything to help you make this spring sizzle.
Visit us today and learn how to grill like a pro.
My name is Frank Schiebel, and I'm a general surgeon at WVU Reynolds Memorial Hospital. So I think if you're a patient, considering surgery, I would think that part of your concerns would be post-operative pain, time off work, recovery time. I think all of these things are drastically improved with our robotic surgery techniques. That is, these surgeries are largely outpatient, so people come in, have the surgery, recover the rest of the time at home, and we get them back to work just as soon as possible.
Are you looking to sell your property? I'm Laney Open House Ross, one of the Valley's hardest working realtors. Large or small, residential or business properties, I sell and list them all. If you're ready to buy or sell, contact me, Laney Open House Ross, one of the High Valley's hardest working realtors.
The WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam on Fox 9 is sponsored by WVU Medicine and West Virginia Northern Community College.
We're back live at the Crimson Complex. First pitch set to be thrown by freshman A.J. Borsch of Steubenville. Mason Meeks will lead things off for Catholic Central, hitting a .351 on the season. First pitch in there for a strike. As I mentioned, Borsch, the winning pitcher, went all 7 innings on Saturday. A 3-2 victory against a very good Granville squad. And Meeks sends this one into right and caught by one of the seniors here on senior night, Maddox Goulin, with the catch in right.
Yeah, this game, I got the pleasure of playing in it about 100 years ago, and it was always the biggest game of your life. It's a big city rivalry, and then you play against each other, and you really don't like one another. Then you find out in the summer you're on the same team.
That's right. Eli Fayak steps in. Up next after that, Matthew Jones, Michael DiCarlo, Joe Vranish, Michael Fabro, Tommy Simonton, Andrew Napoli, and Matthew Sprockeye. The starting 9 for Don Young in his 9th season, 3rd stint as head coach of Catholic Central, also a longtime assistant. That pitch a ball. The count now 2-0 on the senior Eli Fayak, who will be the starting pitcher today for Catholic Central.
Yeah, Borsch has done a nice job as a freshman. He's come in, also played position, and then he's pitching, so you got him and Royal Mayo, two good freshmen who are going to be really good for Big Red in the future.
Both teams have 2 freshmen in the starting lineup. Both teams fairly young. Central probably even younger than Big Red, who has the 4 seniors in the starting lineup today here on senior night. This pitch skied in the air towards center. Crozier comes in, makes the catch for out number 2. Landing Crozier out in center field for Fred Hetherington's Steubenville Big Red. The defensive lineup: Brendan Dobreff in left, Crozier in center, Maddox Goulin in right. The infield: Matt Fabro at third, Royal Mayo at shorts, Nolan Blackburn at second, Miles Cooper, a senior, at first, Cale Simmons, a senior, behind the dish, catching A.J. Borsch.
Both teams, like you say, very young, not having the seasons that they wish for, but the experience is invaluable, playing against all these sophomores, juniors, and seniors. So in years to come, I think both teams are going to be really, really good.
Borsch gets ahead 0-1 the counts on the number 3 hitter, Matt Jones, a freshman. Grounds one towards third, diving stop by Fabro, and the throw over, and Jones will reach. He had 4 runs batted in on Tuesday at Monroe Central. It was a 7-2 Catholic Central victory. He reaches. He was also the winning pitcher in that game.
Yeah, Fabro made a nice play going to his left, but when you dive for a ball, you have to make sure you get up quickly. If you watch the replay, he caught the ball and then got up slowly, and that allowed the runner to get to first and made him hurry the throw. You got to get up as fast as you can and fire that ball to first.
And good hustle by Jones down the line, and he's safe. And there's 1 on with 2 away here in the top half of the first. Michael DiCarlo, senior left fielder, now at the plate for the Crusaders. DiCarlo, 9 runs batted in on the year, leads the team with 11 walks and 9 stolen bases. He's up with a runner on here, 2 away in the first. He went there. It's a strike. The count even here at 1-1.
Like you say, Borsch has done a nice job for the Big Red as a freshman. They've had some holes in their lineup as far as their pitching, and he's come on and did a great job.
Runner goes. Headed down towards second to throw down, and in safely is Jones. And Jones, with his 6th stolen base of the season, gets the runner in scoring position here with 2 away.
Yeah, you got a nice jump like we always talk about. We always go by time. The time the pitcher releases the ball until it hits a catcher's mitt, 1.5. If it's 1.5 or higher, I think, Rob, you and me could steal second. But
maybe you.
If it's under 1.5, you got a chance.
2-1 pitch to DiCarlo is in the turf outside. Count now at 3-1.
And with all the technical stuff going on now, coaches have watches in their dugout, and they time the pitcher, and they could give a sign to the base runner, hey, he's 1.6, you can go.
3-1 offering. It's ball 4, so DiCarlo will walk for the 12th time this season. And that'll bring up sophomore shortstop Joe Vranish for Catholic Central. He picked up the save on the mound in the win at Monroe Central on Tuesday nights.
2 outs. Big Red wants a knock the ball down in the infield. Play a little deeper. You're not playing a double play depth. Just knock the ball down, keep the run from scoring. And on the other end, these 2-out hits by a team are like gold. So Crusaders trying to get ahead here with a 2-out hit.
Branish hitting .273, 6 runs batted in. A chance to drive in at least one here with a base hit in the first with 2 outs. Borsch steps off. Time called. 0-1 the count here, 2 away in the top half of the first. Crusaders with 2 on and 2 out. This one sent into shallow right. It drops in, base hit, rounding third and scoring the first run of the game. The Crusaders. It's 1-0 as Branish delivers at 2 outs. RBI single and runners now on the corners.
Long time ago, Rob, there was a hitter. His name was Wee Willie Keeler, and I think he almost hit 400. And they asked him how he got hits, and he said, hit them or they ain't.
And this is exactly what Branish did here. Drops it in fair into shallow right, scoring Jones. And the Crusaders with a 1-0 lead early on. Michael Fabro, sophomore second baseman, now at the plate for Catholic Central. Runners on the corners now, 2 away in the first.
That's a good example. Just put the ball in play with 2 outs and something good might happen, and it did.
Borsch gets ahead here, 0-2 the count with 2 away.
Let's see if Central tries a double steal here. Sometimes with 2 outs and 2 strikes, you take a shot. The catcher might throw it away.
0-2 offering.
There he goes.
Swinging and a miss, and it is a WVU Medicine strikeout to end the top half of the first, stranding 2 runners. But the Crusaders get 1 here in the first. We head to the bottom of the first, 1-0 Central on your West Virginia Northern Community College scoreboard.
Hello, my name is Dr. Jeffrey Crook. In Brooke County Schools, we are extremely proud of all of our STEM programs.
We offer STEM activities in all grades, providing students opportunities to incorporate critical thinking, problem solving, collaboration, and communication in all they do. We encourage hands-on learning with real-life applications to prepare them for the challenges of the modern job market. Children in grades K to 4 participate in Project Lead the Way, equipping them to thrive in an ever-changing society from a young age.
Brooke County Schools, the place to be.
We've all heard the term, time is money. But at First Choice America, time can save you money. Here's how. You've searched all over for the perfect deal on just the right car. But now you need the perfect financing. Take the time to call First Choice America, and you'll discover low, great rates, flexible terms to fit any budget, and no application fees. Plus, you'll receive $250 cash. First Choice America, where time can save you money.
This spring, get your landscape back in shape and fit for the whole family. Save on legendary gas-powered equipment. Shop in-store and online.
Catholic Central with the early 1-0 lead. Here's the defensive lineup behind starting pitcher Eli Fayak. Mason Meeks behind the dish. Tommy Simonson at third. Branish at short, Fabro at second, Matt Jones, who scored the first run of the game, he's at first. The outfield, DeCarlo, Matthew Sprocki in center, Andrew Napoli in right field.
Yeah, Central off to a good start with that hit, and see if they can hold him here.
The starting lineup for Big Red. Offensively, Royal Mayo will lead things off, followed by Maddox Schoolin, Matt Fabro, Nolan Blackburn, A.J. Borsch, Miles Cooper, Cale Simmons, Landon Crozier, and Brendan Dobrith.
Yeah, Mayo doing a good job this year in the leadoff spot as a freshman. Great experience getting about 70, 80 at bats, and he'll probably play summer ball somewhere and be ready to roll for the next 3 years.
Starting shortstop throughout the season as a freshman, takes the ball with Fayak. Limited work this year, has had to work through some injury issues, but looking to finish his senior season strong and get a chance to be out on the field and help this squad out as we head towards tournament time. pitch is in there for a strike to count even at 1-1.
Yeah, like I talked about a little bit last night with Mayo, his job is to get on base as a leadoff guy, whether by walk, hit by pitch, something. Just get on there because he got some speed where he can really turn that into a run.
This one's skied in the air.
And
Sprockeye comes in at center and makes the catch.
The other thing he has to do as a leadoff hitter, you got to keep the ball out of the air. Small guys shouldn't hit the ball in the air. They're going to be out every time. Once in a while, you're going to hit a ball off the wall, but you want to hit the ball on a line or on the ground.
Maddox Coolin will step in for Big Red, number 2 hitter. Drove in both runs last night in a 6-2 Edison victory against Big Red, also on our WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam broadcast. This one grounded back to the pitcher, Fayak. Fayak picks it up, throws across in time for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here for Fayak and Catholic Central.
Stepping up to the plate, third baseman, number 7, Matt Fabro.
So Matt Fabro steps in as we look at Fayak fielding his position well and throwing over to first for out number 2 in this bottom half of the first inning.
Yeah, Fayak doing a good job. I think you want to do with any team is keep that first and second hitter off the bases so you don't have to face 3 and 4 with people on the bases and they can knock them in.
Fayak, a returnee from that OVAC championship squad a couple years ago. He was a young guy in that squad and now a senior for head coach Don Young, who's been to 4 OVAC finals and won 2 of them. That pitch is a ball to count now 3-0. Working behind Matt Fabro, the third baseman, hitting .269 this season with a couple doubles. Drops that one in there for a strike, 3-1 the count.
Taken all the way there. Now look for a fastball and let her rip.
This one hit in the air, drifting back. It's going to drop in. And over the fence for a ground rule double. Fabro in the second.
That's what you're supposed to do with that 3-1 pitch. Turn on it, look for the heater. If you don't get it, take it. If it's in there, just smoke it. And that's exactly what Matt did.
Stepping up to the plate, second base.
Up to left center field, and it pops off the turf and over. Bounces over. So 2 away, runner at second for Nolan Blackburn. Blackburn, the pitcher in yesterday's game at Edison.
You know, he pitched a really good game. They lost 6-2, but he only gave up 2 earned runs. He had 4 unearned in the first inning, but he did a really good job.
Saws this one off foul towards the right side of the dugouts. Evens the count at 1-1.
Big hole on the right side of the Crusader infield. Second baseman's trying to hold Fabro on second. If you look over there, there's nobody in that hole over there. So any type of ground ball is going to get through at the right side.
Fabro at second after the double with 2 away. Our umpires for this game, Jason Vane and Donnie Madzai. 2-1 the count, 2 away here in the bottom half of the first. Crusaders with the 1-0 lead. This one hit sharply down. This is going to tie things up. As rounding third and scoring will be Fabro. Blackburn's headed towards second, standing up. So back-to-back base hits, and we're even up at 1.
Fabro, we're now knotted up at 1 apiece. Stepping up to the plate, number 3 pitcher, AJ.
Look at it again.
Yeah, he hooked the ball right into third. Got this pitch with 2-0 or 2-1. Looked for a fastball, got it, and smoked it right inside the third base bag.
So Fabro scores. We're even up at 1 here with 2 away. Both teams with a 2-out RBI hits here in the first inning. First pitch, a strike to the Big Red starting pitcher, freshman A.J. Borsch. Borsch hitting .250. Driven in 12. Has a runner in scoring position here with 2 away.
Yeah, as a runner on second with 2 outs, you got to try to get as big a lead as you can because Coach Fred's probably going to send him with 2 outs. So try to get as much as you can, and you're going to go on anything hit to the outfield.
Sky to center. Sprockeye takes a couple steps back. Drifting back, makes the catch. So each team gets a run. In the first, we'll head to the second. It's 1-1 on your West Virginia Northern Community College scoreboard.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
The WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center Breast Care Center, the Ohio Valley's only complete breast center, is expanding with more doctors than ever before, with decades of breast surgery experience and new diagnostic technology, all in one beautiful, calming space. Compassion, excellence, experience, and technology come together every single day here. The WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center Breast Care Center.
Spring has sprung in the Ohio Valley, and it's the perfect time to let the sunshine in. Steel Valley Contracting is your local expert for energy-efficient windows that brighten your home and lower your energy bills. And when it's time to relax outdoors, we build custom decks made for making memories. With flexible financing available, there's never been a better time to upgrade with Steel Valley Contracting.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
Set for inning number 2 here at the Crimson Complex. We're tied at 1. Catholic Central and Steubenville, each team with a 2-out run-scoring hit.
Yeah, their goals with 2 outs. And the thing I like about the first inning, I know it's only the first inning, both pitchers have thrown strikes, and both teams have been aggressive at the plate. On the hitting counts, they're swinging the bat. They're not taking the pitch.
So A.J. Borsch, the freshman, set for his second inning of work. Went all 7 in the win against Granville here on Saturday morning. Big Red picked up the victory, their 10th of the year, 3-2.
And like you say, being a freshman, this is invaluable because next year he'll be 1 or 2 starter, and they have the Fabro kid who's a starter, so pretty good rotation coming back for next year.
Foul off out of play. Tommy Simonton at the dish for Catholic Central. He is another of the sophomores in the lineup. 3 sophomores starting for Central, 2 freshmen, 2 juniors, and 2 seniors. This one set into right, coming in. Yep. Cool with the catch.
You know, Big Red, I just noticed they're playing really shallow, and usually if a right-hand hitter is up, if you bring your right fielder in a little bit, not too many balls are hit over the head of a right fielder with a right-hand hitter, and that time Maddox played way in. He didn't have to go, 3 or 4 steps for that ball.
So 1 away here, quick out in the top half of the second inning. Drew Napoli at the dish. He is a freshman right fielder for Catholic Central.
I think we talked about this before, Rob. I'm amazed at all the freshmen that are playing in Ohio Valley, because years ago, you wouldn't even been on the team. You'd have been the bat boy or something as a freshman. Now they're all playing.
One to 1. And the counts even at 1s with 1 away here in the second. Now 2-1, pitch outside. Waiting on deck, Matthew Sprockeye, the center fielder who we saw make that final out in the bottom half of the first on the catch in center. You can see a nice crowd behind home plate and a number of people around the complex here on a beautiful Thursday afternoon.
Finally, we got some good weather, right?
It's warm. Feels like summer.
And
It feels warm.
The season's almost over.
Next week it's going to be in the 60s again out here. So
oh, man.
Can't win. 3-1 the count, 1 away here in the top half of the second. Borsch drops that in for a strike. Count now full at 3-2.
Yeah, right here you just want to throw the ball right down the middle and take your chances with a guy hitting at the bottom of the order. So nothing to get tricky about here. No breaking balls. Just throw it right down the middle.
3-2 offering. And now he draws the walk. So 1 on here in this top half of the second.
And what that does, too, it runs up your pitch count. You know, when you start walking people, you know, the pitch count's up around 100. You got to be careful walking guys early in the game because you may not be around in about the third or fourth inning.
Kasprocki, the junior center fielder at the plate now for the Crusaders. Looking to lay down a bunt. Pitches outside for ball one. It's 1-0.
See, right here, I just watched the second baseman, and he's going to bunt. Well, if he bunts to first, the second baseman has to get over there and cover, so he has to be alert. If he sees the guy square around, he has to start sprinting toward first, because if he bunts the ball down to Cooper, there's nobody there.
In there for a strike count, even at 1-1.
And you know, as a second baseman, you have to just read the bat. They say read the bat. What's that mean? That means if he turns around and squares, you sprint to first because he's not swinging. He's either going to bunt or just take the pitch. But you just can't stand at second and hope that he doesn't bunt.
Tries the bunt there. It's a strike. 1-2 the counts.
Now, of course, here he should be swinging, and first baseman Miles Cooper won't have to charge. So I think we lost Miles for a minute there. Here he is.
And the walk-off base hit to beat St. Clairsville the other night.
He did a play
6-5.
Play last night in the Mets Pirate game. Alonzo was over talking to the bench, and the pitcher has that 30-second pitch count, and they called a ball on him. Yeah.
Swing and a miss, a WVU Medicine strikeout for Borsch.
Yeah, the pitcher, he couldn't pitch. He didn't have a first baseman, so by the time Polar Bear Pete got back on the field, it was 31 seconds, ball one.
Oh, my goodness.
He owes him a dinner.
So two away here in the top of the second. Runner at first. Back to the top of the order with Meeks. Grounder towards Favreau at third. Throw across to Cooper in time for out number 3. So they work around the walk, and we head to the bottom of the second. Still 1-1 on your West Virginia Northern Community College scoreboard.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
It takes a lot to be recognized as one of the best middle schools in not just the state, but the country. Harding Middle School has done it again. U.S. News and World Report says Harding is an exceptional place to learn and grow. Harding is also one of only 14 schools in Ohio to be named a Blue Ribbon School. Is your school award-winning? SCS, the best.
It's springtime in the Ohio Valley, which means weather that goes from the sublime to the severe.
Needing sunscreen or packing an umbrella.
Wearing a coat or breaking out the shorts.
As you prepare to plan your day, Severe Weather Team 9 is there to help you make the right choice every step of the way.
So stop and ask yourself, will I need this or will I need that?
We have the answers for you. Plan and prepare ahead with Severe Weather Team 9.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
You see the score, it's 1-1, both on the West Virginia Northern Community College scoreboard and the beautiful scoreboard out and left. What a great complex this has been for both the baseball and softball teams at Steubenville.
Yeah, it's so great to play on this turf. You don't have to fool around with dust, dirt. And I know, Coach Fred, they honored him tonight, tremendous coach and, tremendous mentor to a million kids who played for him. But at the old Vaquera field, he was the one that had to cut the grass, line the field, water the field.
And it was a beautiful complex.
And he spent a lot of hours doing that. Here, all you do when the game's over is go home.
Exactly. Miles Cooper steps in, as I mentioned, at the top half of the inning. He had the walk-off hit to defeat St. Clairsville earlier this week here. And he is one of the 4 seniors that were honored beforehand against the Crusaders. (1-1) the counts. That's a ball, 2-1 now the count. Cooper hitting .305 now on the year.
Yeah, Miles got some pop. Once in a while, he hits one off the wall. He got some juice in that bat.
Takes high, ball 3, 3-1 now the count. Here in the bottom half of the second inning, 1-1 is your score in the Steubenville City Championship game. The only time these two will meet this season. Of course, it is the end now of the regular season. And that's ball 4, so Cooper will take first base with a leadoff walk here in the second inning. Big Red will be here on Monday hosting Zanesville in the opener of the Division III East District Tournament. A very tough bracket. The winner of that one will get Tri-Valley. And, of course, Dover and New Philadelphia playing in another matchup. And that'll be those 5 teams play through the district semis. The district championship will be against a team from the Southeast District, played at Ohio University in Athens.
You got to watch your leadoff walks here. That'll drive a manager to smoke, not naming Jim Leland at all, but it will drive you to smoke 2 packs. Leadoff walks because they always score.
Cale Simmons at the plate, and if he gets ahead here 2-0, does Simmons, the Big Red catcher, the number 7 hitter in the lineup. Another one of the seniors.
Third baseman playing awful shallow. I don't know why he's in so shallow. I don't think Simmons is going to bunt being a 5th or 6th place hitter. So you want to try to move back here. He's going to hit, I believe he's going to swing. I'll be shocked if he bunts.
Quick throw over.
Ooh, that was close. That was close. Yeah, the third baseman's playing in like Pete Rose used to do when Mickey Rivers was up.
(2-0) is the count with the runner at first. The leadoff walk to Cooper. This one lined down in the left.
Nice
and
catch.
On the run, making the catch to Carlo and left.
Beautiful catch.
Michael DiCarlo saves extra bases and saves a run as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He got a good jump off that. As soon as that batter swung, he was running.
Look at it again on the replay.
Beautiful. Made a nice backhand play. Nice play.
One of the 2 seniors in that central lineup making a nice catch out in left for out number 1. Landon Crozier, the All-Ohio linebacker for the football team, steps up playing center field. Just a sophomore. Grounds this one foul towards third. Towards Fred Hetherington in the third base box.
I tell all these sophomores when I do a lot of speaking, I said, you got to know what the word sophomore means. It's a Latin word. It means wise idiot.
Oh.
So you have to be careful when you're a sophomore. You think back to when you were a sophomore in high school, and my God, we were wise idiots.
Ball outside, count even now 1-1.
We thought we knew everything, but not quite.
One's on the scoreboard, and each team with 2 hits so far. Cooper's at first after the leadoff walk here in the second. That pitch way outside as well, 2-1. Now the count. Again, Fayak only 2 innings pitched entering this one this season. Has been dealing with injury and even illness at one point this year. Good to see him back out on the mound. But again, they're going to talk things over, and they weren't quite sure how long he'd be able to go. So we'll have to see how long he can go in this matchup here before they have to switch pitchers.
Yeah, you have to watch her. He's been behind almost every hitter. So sometimes you're just wild, and other times you're hurt, but you're not going to say nothing. You're going to keep pitching. And the coaches know these kids better than anybody, and they can tell if something's wrong. So coach went out there just to make sure he's okay.
So the meeting at the mound, the call to the mound is over. And Fayak will go back to work here. 2-1 the count with a runner at first. And Crozier at the dish for Big Red. The meeting at the mound worked. That's a strike. It's even up at 2-2.
Yeah, sometimes it just be real simple. Hey, throw the ball over the plate. That's all.
Ryan Neely, who's been on both sides of this rivalry, he met there on the mound, and other assistants for Don Young, Michael Barber, and Andrew Hendry. And how about Fayak with the WVU Medicine strikeouts for route number 2.
Yeah, the mound visit worked. Good pitch inside, tied up, landing real good, and couldn't extend his arms.
Brendan Dobrev steps in, the senior left fielder for Big Red, with the runner at first and 2 away. Looking to lay down the bunt. It's popped up and diving, making the catch. Meeks from behind the dish for out number 3. We'll head to the 3rd. We're even up to a 1 on your West Virginia Northern Community College scoreboard.
Oh no, it's bad. Shut the door, shut the door. Not again. It's too big to stop. I can't keep it out. More rain. I can't stop weeping. My friend down the street got drained, braced, waterproofed from J&D Waterproofing.
A lot has changed since back then, but J&D Waterproofing, with 85 years in business, is still committed to serving you. Don't leave your walls to weep. Call now for basement waterproofing or visit our website for more details.
They're your neighbor, coworker, or significant other, quietly inspiring, coaching, and lending a helping hand. These heroes deserve to be recognized, and I get to tell you about them. Introducing News 9's Hannah's Heroes. Scan the QR code on your screen to nominate special individuals making a big difference in our community. And then be sure to watch News 9 Wednesdays at 5 and 10 p.m. to see Hannah's Hero of the Week.
Sponsored by Trinity Health System. When your outdoor plans have to move indoors.
News 9 said it would.
Getting outside to enjoy the beauty of the Ohio Valley.
News 9 said it would.
Making sure you keep your sunglasses and umbrella close by.
News 9 said it would.
The Severe Weather Team 9 experts are everywhere, helping you plan and prepare for what's waiting outside your door. No matter the conditions, you too will be saying News 9 said it would. Scan the QR code on your screen and enter to win a News 9 said it would hat. And watch News 9 live at 5 weeknights to see if you won. The WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam on Fox 9 is sponsored by WVU Medicine and West Virginia Northern Community College.
Look again, the play by the catcher, Mason Meeks, behind the dish on the bunt, popped
Beautiful.
up.
Beautiful.
Lays out for it.
Beautiful.
Play.
That ball falls in, it's a hit because it's going to bounce, but did a great job. Meeks did a great job of getting out there.
Meeks, a junior. And now at the plate is the senior pitcher, Eli Fayak. Flew out his first time up. Skies this one as well. High in the sky. Mayo calls for it, and that's out number 1. To lead off the top half of the 3rd. Freshman Matt Jones will now step up against the freshman A.J. Borsch. Jones, 4 ribbies, and the winning pitcher on Tuesday at Monroe Central, a 7-2 win. That was coming off a tight loss against Oak Glen, a game in which the Crusaders led before the Bears were able to walk it off. And the game before that, Central picked up a win on their senior night at home against Wellsville, so they've won 2 of 3. It's a very young team. They've had a limited schedule due to the weather and just didn't schedule quite as many games due to, look at this one, line foul down the left field line, with just not a lot of bodies on the roster this year, but trying to hit their stride towards tournament time now with a visit to Connaughton Valley in the opening round of the tournament coming up next week.
Yeah, Donnie Young deserves a lot of credit. I watched this team all year. They've improved, and like I say, they're getting better toward the end, but the best thing is all these young kids are getting really good experience.
Jones lines this one into right. Golan is there, playing in, and makes the catch.
Again, Golden's playing way in, and that ball, like I said, when a right-hander comes up, that's not a power hitter, man, come in. Very, very few balls are going to go over your head. You know, they haven't got Aaron Judge hitting, so you just come on in, take that single away from him. If he hits it over your head, you know what you do? You tip your hat and say, good job.
Like the RBI hit that they had.
Exactly. What are you going to do?
By Branish. There's a swing and a miss as DeCarlo had the nice play and left. Steps up to the plate here.
That saved at least 1 or 2, because that would have been probably second and third.
0-1 pitch is a ball, 1-1 to count. Drops that in there for a strike. Gets ahead 1-2 with 2 away here in the top half of the 3rd. Borsch working against DeCarlo. Freshman versus senior. 1-2 offering. Just inside. It's a ball. 2-2. The count with 2 away.
What I like about Borsch, if you watch, he gets the ball and goes straight to the rubber. He doesn't walk around. He doesn't need no pitch clock. He throws the ball like every 20 seconds, which is good.
The late Ray Miller would be a fan.
Oh, he loved that.
And he gets a called strike 3. It's a WVU Medicine strikeout to end the top half of the third. We'll head to the bottom half in a 1-1 game on your West Virginia Northern Community College scoreboard.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
Spring has sprung in the Ohio Valley. And it's the perfect time to let the sunshine in. Steel Valley Contracting is your local expert for energy-efficient windows that brighten your home and lower your energy bills. And when it's time to relax outdoors, we build custom decks made for making memories. With flexible financing available, there's never been a better time to upgrade with Steel Valley Contracting.
It's Saturday night. You could watch a game, or you could go out, make some memories. But people make bad choices on a Saturday night. Blind dates, shouting what over bad music and get bumped by some guy named Chad. Or you could be at home. No bad choices, no regretful texts, just high-stakes baseball with Joe Davis and Smoltz giving the play-by-play like a bedtime story for grown-ups. If it's Saturday night, it's baseball night in America. Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
Prior to this matchup, Hall of Fame Big Red head coach Fred Hetherington. A surprise ceremony for him as he is honored retiring after 36 years as head coach here at Steubenville. His number 14 will not be worn again here at Big Red. Son Mason, son Darren with him on the field prior to this game. Of course, Fred did not know they were doing this, and then former players, as you see, coming out, and they all pose for a big picture with some former players of head coach Fred Hetherington. 695 career victories, 7 regional titles, 14 OVAC titles, 18 district titles, Ohio High School Coaches Association Hall of Famer. That's just some of the many accolades that he has accomplished here. And, of course, I know he's not worried about the wins in the individual stuff, but it's been a great run here for head coach Fred Hetherington.
Fred and I have been dear friends for 40, 50 years, and he used to come to spring training every year with Coach Stacks and Reno, and he watched how the big leaguers did stuff, and then he brought it back here and incorporated it in the Big Red program.
Mayo at the plate. Nice play at third, throw across, and he'll be safe. Mayo will reach to lead things off, and that's what you're talking about. Put the ball on the ground, get on base.
Yep, that's what a leadoff hitter does. Nice play by the third baseman, but like you say, when you go to the ground, you got to bounce right up and throw it, because that extra 2-3 seconds, that the guy will beat it out.
Maddox Goulin now steps in for the second time, grounded out his first time up. But again, the ceremony was a surprise to Coach Fred Hetherington. And
oh, yeah, he's going to shoot his son, Mason.
Hopefully won't do that, but Mason in the press box with us might have to find somewhere else to.
Mason better go someplace else and live, because he'll be hot at him for putting that together.
Fred does not like the spotlight on him.
No.
He appreciates the recognition, I'm sure, but he does not like to be the center of attention. But this was well-deserved, this throw over the first.
If our camera guys, I don't know if he can get a shot at the third baseman. Look how shallow he's playing. He's playing like 20 feet from the plate, looking for a bunt.
And you got Matt and Goulin up. We've seen
see how shallow he is? Yeah. Great job, guys. There's a hit and run there.
Of course, Coach Fred Hetherington in that third base box again for Big Red.
Yeah, good time to put on a hit and run, 0-0 count. Now it goes to 0-1, so not so much. But they want to try to create something here. You got a good runner on first base who can fly. So he might give him the green light here.
And that's high. It's a ball. 1-1 to count. Of course, Coach Hetherington will certainly thank the players for all the success and his assistants. You know, what a staff he's had over the years. Joe Pirro now in his 24th season as an assistant. He's the guy in the first base coaching box. Justin Banks in his 17th season. This ball outside runner goes. Mayo is safe in at seconds.
And a good job here is to pull the ball to the right side, get Mayo over to third. When you're on second and there's no outs, you have one job, not to score, get to third. So let's see if Golan can pull the ball to the right side and get him over.
Of course, Darren Hetherington in his 6th season now as an assistant coach for his father here at Big Red. 2-1 count. It's a ball 3-1 to Golan, the senior right fielder.
Fayak working a lot behind to a lot of hitters, so you got to be careful here. You don't want to give them too many 3-1 and 2-0 counts.
That one skips away. Mayo's going to take third. That's ball 4. So runners on the corner here with no one out in the bottom half of this 3rd inning.
If you're a runner on first, I talk about it all the time. If you're a first base coach, you walk over and you tell your runner, do not let the guy at second tag you out and to get a double play. Stop getting a run down. Make sure that run scores.
So Matt Fabro will step in with runners on the corners, no one out here with a tie ball game. Fabro 269 on the year, 2 doubles. He's driven in 7 runs. A chance to add to that total here and potentially give Big Red the lead. High and inside for ball 1. 1-0 to count.
Yeah, you want to try to get ahead here, and they're going to have another mound visit. They see what's going on here. He's just not commanding the strike zone right now.
And another meeting at the mound as Ryan Neely heads out to talk things over once again with the guys. The last call to the mound worked out well as Fayak. They're down and they got out of that. So we'll see what they can do here with the count at 1-0 and runners on the corners and no one out.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a visit to calm the pitcher down. Other times you might be telling your infielders what you're going to do on a certain ball that's hit. But mainly, he's having trouble with the strike zone. Calm down a little bit, throw strikes, give us a chance to make a play.
Golan at first. Mayo is at third. And Matt Fabro is at the plate. He doubled his first time up. A ground rule double that bounced over the fence in left center field. In there for a strike. 1-1 to count.
We always thought, when a guy goes to the mound, we tell the hitter, hey, when a guy goes to the mound, what do you think he's telling that pitcher? He's telling the pitcher, get ahead, throw a strike. On the other end, be aggressive. He's going to throw you a fastball.
Count even. Runner goes, foul back. So now ahead of the count is Fayak at 1-2. And the runner will have to head back to first with the foul ball. So Fayak, only 2 innings pitched all season, is now working here into the 3rd.
Yeah, they got somebody cooking down the bullpen now.
Yeah, they're going to get some guys working. And again, as Coach Donnie Young had told me, not a lot of depth, not a lot of extra guys, so they have to pick their spots and who they warm up, when they warm up to bridge that gap until they can get someone else that's in the field ready as well.
Yeah, I think it's real important in high school. Try to make sure, if you can, to be loose when you go in that game.
1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Fabro stays alive. So 1-2 the count here with the runners on the corners. No one out. Tie ball game here in the bottom half of the 3rd at the beautiful Crimson Complex.
Yeah, this would be a good time. I think you're allowed to do this in high school. You're not allowed to do it in the big leagues. A fake to third. The runner's running. As soon as he sees that leg goes up, he's taking off. If you fake to third, you might be able to get this guy going to second. I saw it in the game last night, but this is a great time to do it. The runner looks like he's going to go, so do a fake to third. Boom, you got him at second.
See what to do here with the 1-2 counts. Runner goes again, grounded, foul once again to the left side towards that Catholic Central dugout. You see some people lined up in their chairs there and enjoying the beautiful sunshine.
Beautiful. Great place to watch a game. I can say, but you go back to the old days at Bellevue and Vaquero and Pleasant Heights, and this is like Major League field.
1-2 again. Runner goes again. Throw down. Safe as Goulin. So runners at second and third. That pitch was a ball.
Yeah.
So 2-2 the count. No one out. And 2 runners now in scoring position.
That was just a straight steal. Mayo's on third. He wasn't going anywhere. They thought they could steal the base, and just a straight steal, so go ahead. Now, Central playing back in the infield, so they're going to concede the run if he hits the ball on the ground.
This is
There it
grounded
is.
towards
Yep.
shorts. 1 run will score, throw across.
Ooh, that was close.
In time. Favreau made it close.
Now we'll see where the infield plays. 2-1, 1 out in the third. That was a good job of hitting. Even though he didn't get a hit, he did the job. What do I mean? I mean, he hit the ball on the ground, score the run. Same thing here. They need a ground ball to score the run. You don't need a hit. So this is how you play baseball. Move the runners.
Mayo scores. It's 2-1 Big Red, now 1 away.
That's why sometimes we get all infatuated with batting averages. But if you can move the ball, you could end up hitting 250 and being a valuable player. There's a lot of players in the big leagues that hit 250 that do these little things. I call them the big things now.
Right.
Just hit a ground ball, score the run.
And if you're Nolan Blackburn at the plate now, if you can just get the ball deep enough in the outfield, you're going to get a run home from third as well without getting a hit. So runner in scoring position here, a chance to extend the lead now, which is 2-1.
Yeah, just do your job. That's all. You don't have to hit a double or triple. Hit the ball, and you should get the run in.
Outside, a ball, 2-0 the counts. Might be Caleb Wright warming up in the bullpen for Central. It's a skied high. Coming in, making the catch. And third base, Simonton for round number 2.
That drives coaches nuts. You're telling the guy, just hit a ground ball. And the last thing you want to do is pop up. Hit the ball in the outfield or ground ball in the infield. So, again, we're down to the 2-out situation again, see if Borsch can do it again.
Borsch at the plate, flew out his first time up. Fayak looking to work out of what was runners on the corners and no one out. 1 run is in. Runner remains at third. Here are 2 away.
Hey, you watch these high school games, you say, geez, you can't even hit the ball to the outfield or infield, but you watch some big league games.
I've seen a few of those this year.
I've seen a few. They can't get the ball out of the infield, They're not trying to. It's just the way it is.
Goulin's at third. 2 away. Bottom of the third. Big Red up 2-1. Borsch takes the strike. It's 1-2. So Fayak gets ahead here in his third inning of work.
I know Brian Reynolds is having a tough time, but I still think he's going to end up hitting at the end of the year. You feel bad for him now. He's trying like heck. And great kid, and he's a good hitter.
Outside of ball, 2-2. They're Pirates 3-3 now under.
Yeah, they're doing. Their pitching's been fantastic. They can't score more than 4 runs. That's a problem.
20 consecutive games with 4 runs or less.
That's hard to try to do.
They've done it. That's a ball, 3-2 now to count.
Yeah, their pitching has been really good, but the thing I'm worried is that in the Skeens and Keller games, they're like
3-6.
Yeah, they're under 500.
3-6 with Skeens on the mound. They don't get the run support. 3-2 pitch. It's ball 4. So Borsch will take first.
Yeah, you give Skeens 4 runs, I'll take my chances. Or Keller, same way.
They've had some great outings. So Miles Cooper comes to the plate now with runners on the corner and 2 out.
Last time this situation, Big Red just set a straight steal, but sometimes if you have a pretty good power hitter up there like Cooper, just let him hit. Don't have to overcoach it, just let him go. So we'll see what they do here.
Meeks.
The catcher went out.
Calls out the play.
Catcher went out and gave a sign to the infielders, hey, are we throwing through? Are we throwing to third? Are we holding the ball? What are we doing? The infielders have to know so they don't cover if there's no throw.
Well, high for a ball, 1 under the count.
As Bob Prince would say, Fayak, he's running through the raindrops here. Got guys on base every inning, behind everybody. and you just hope the storm doesn't come.
Ball 2-0. Cooper at the plate. On deck is Cale Simmons. Cooper walked his first time up. That's Goulin at third. Cooper fouls it straight back.
Yeah, he's had that pitch back again. That was a good pitch to hit. That's what makes you mad as a hitter. You get your pitch and you foul it back, and oh, man, because you might not get it again, you know.
So 2-1 to count. On the senior, Miles Cooper. And he tries this one in the left, but DeCarlo is there to make the catch. So runners on the corner, no one out, and Fayak allows just the one run. We go to the fourth. 2-1 Steubenville on your West Virginia Northern Community College scoreboard.
My name is Mike Campsey. I am an interventional cardiologist and the chief of cardiology at Wheeling Hospital. I think the value of HVI in this region is tremendous. We offer such a wide spectrum of services, from prevention to intervention. We're going to get the patient in as quickly as possible. That's the most tremendous benefit to the patients in this region is we're here 24/7. We're available to see somebody.
Summer is here and your dream deck is waiting. Whether it's a brand new deck, an upgrade, or the perfect outdoor space for entertaining, Dutchman Decks has you covered. Don't wait. Lock in your spot today and make this your best summer yet. Book your free consultation today.
News 9's Jeff Exline is more than the Ohio Valley's weather expert. He's also passionate about cooking.
We're cooking up a storm.
Now you can see a different side of Jeff cooking up a storm on the WTOV9 YouTube channel, a new WTOV9 video podcast series taking you into Jeff's kitchen for easy and delicious dishes, special guests, fun, and entertainment. WTOV9 is cooking up a storm on the WTOV9 YouTube channel, sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.
Freshman A.J. Borsch now with the lead, 2-1 Big Red as we head to the fourth inning on your West Virginia Northern Community College scoreboard. Rob Metzger along with Rich Donnelly, the Steubenville City Championship game. It's been tight. It's been good so far. Big Red with a 2-1 lead. The ground out scored the go-ahead run in the bottom half of the third.
Yeah, you expect this game, no matter what the records, to be close. Always has been in the past, and no reason why it shouldn't be again. So.
Last year, 7-1, Big Red won here against Catholic Central. Also late in the regular season. Borsch gets ahead, 0-1 the counts.
Used to be back in the day, Big Red Central were in the same division, so they ended up playing probably 3 or 4 times a year. Played twice during the season, maybe once or twice in the tournament. So, but nowadays, I think they only play once.
Even a few years ago, they were still playing a couple times.
Yeah.
But times have changed, but it's still good that they've been able to match up still, because baseball is a sport where you can, no matter the school size, often if you got enough guys, you can still
do it. I mean,
go head to head.
A good example is Madonna and Ware High. Madonna, being a small school, can play with Ware High.
Borsch, WVU Medicine, a strikeout to open up the top half of the fourth. Michael Fabro now at the plate for Catholic Central. Pitch outside. Yeah, Madonna, Ware High, they continue to play. They actually are still playing twice this season. When they can, when the weather doesn't screw it up.
Baseball seems if you're a smaller school, you can play up a lot. I mean, it's not football, it's not basketball where you have 6-8 guys, and then you have football, a little different physicality. Baseball, if you're a small school, Highland is a good example. They can play with anybody.
Oh, absolutely. Another swing and a miss. Highland was supposed to play Wheeling Central this year, but that game got rained out, unfortunately.
That would have been a dandy.
That would have been fun to watch.
Yeah.
Highland was supposed to come to Wheeling. 1-2 pitch. Watch out. It's a ball, 2-2.
Yeah, I think we got some Valley teams that are going to make noise in the tournament on both sides of the river. So it's going to be fun to watch over in West Virginia. You got Wheeling Central. Brooke got off to a good start.
Still alive. They played tonight. They're just about to start their game. If they win tonight, if Brooke wins at home tonight at 6 o'clock, they will be in the best-of-3 regional final. That ball fouled away. They'll be in a regional final likely against Fairmont, which will be a best-of-3.
Yeah, Doug Costain done a great job over there, and I keep telling him all the time, why are you on the umpires all right? You're a basketball official, and you're on the umpires more than anybody. Leave him alone.
That ball in the turf. He's done a great job. They played tonight against North Marion again. They won there 2-1 a couple nights ago. And you mentioned Wheeling Central. It seemed to be on a collision course with Williamstown for a best-of-3 regional in the final week of the month. Wheeling Central right now leading Tyler Consolidated 7-0, as again that ball fouled away. If Central holds on to that one tonight, they will move on to the best-of-3 regional final. So we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, Todd Cover doing a great job over there and got his boys playing for him. They're really good. The one kid's
Braden and Seth.
Yeah, one kid's a really good pitcher.
Look out, that's ball 4. So drawing the walk is Michael Fabro in this 4th inning. So a 1-out walk. And that'll bring up Tommy Simonton.
Number 8, Tommy Symington.
Runner on, 1 out here in the 4th. Wheeling Park also still alive as this ball fouled straight back. Park right now is losing to Buchanan Upshur, but Park in the driver's seat of that half of the regional bracket. If they would happen to lose today, they'll play again tomorrow. Winner will move on to the regional best-of-3 final against either probably Morgantown or University.
Yeah, the thing I like about the
quick throw over
in the Valley, but all the teams that are pretty good, they could all beat one another and they could all get beat. I mean, there's nobody just dominant.
You look at Big Red; they're 10-13. They have 2-1 losses
with
to
Park,
Wheeling
right?
Park
And a 3-2 to Creek, right?
A couple, tight one to Creek.
Yeah.
Also, the runner goes back to Borstro to first. Runner moves to second with 2 away.
Yeah, if you play one of these teams we're talking about, they're dangerous in a tournament. For one game, they could upset somebody. Big Red, if Big Red pitches well, they could do it.
Again, they'll get Zanesville here on Monday in the Division III district opener. You see the comebacker to Borsch, moves the runner Fabro to second. Napoli at the dish. Takes a strike. 0-1 to count.
See if they can get a big 2-out hit here. Big Red on the other hand. Infielders, you want to knock that ball down. Play deep and look at the outfield, how shallow they are.
Of course, Big Red owns a 1-0 win against Dover, which is an impressive victory. Blackburn got the win in that one a couple weeks ago.
I mean, you never know in tournament ball. I know in softball last night, New Philly upset Big Red, beat them bad. And that was unexpected.
9-1 in softball yesterday. 2-0 the count.
The
pickoff going towards third and safe. So Central's got a runner at third here, 2 away. The count is 0-2.
See, when you do that
so
inside,
Fabro over to third.
When you do that inside move, you don't throw to second. You get him going to third, and he got stuck. AJ got stuck looking at second where the guy just went to third. He had him dead.
Cold strike 3. WVU Medicine strikeout ends the top half of the 4th. 2-1 your score. Big Red in front of Catholic Central. We'll take a timeout and be right back.
Spring has sprung in the Ohio Valley. And it's the perfect time to let the sunshine in. Steel Valley Contracting is your local expert for energy-efficient windows that brighten your home and lower your energy bills. And when it's time to relax outdoors, we build custom decks made for making memories. With flexible financing available, there's never been a better time to upgrade with Steel Valley Contracting.
At WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center, our ER doors are always open. Emergency care at WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center means now care. It means every hour care, no exceptions. We are the only trauma-designated hospital in the Weirton, Steubenville area. We are always ready. You can always count on WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center.
It's time to get up, to rise, to wake up with the Ohio Valley's most watched morning show, News 9 Sunrise.
We're everywhere, working to make your mornings easier.
Everywhere, keeping you informed and connected and helping keep you and your family safe.
Stay weather aware everywhere with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Exline.
Get all the important local information that could impact your day with the News 9 and Severe Weather Team 9 apps.
You hear us say it all the time, but it's true.
News 9 Sunrise is everywhere, making a difference for you.
2-1 Big Red leads here in the fourth. Fred Hetherington picked up his 500th career victory against Catholic Central. A walk-off walk there back in 2014. You see it as here comes the water bath for Win 500 at Vaquero Field in Steubenville in a rivalry matchup. Great moment there was in the 600th career win, came against Edison as they wrapped up a previously suspended game, had finished and then play another game against Edison back in 2018. But again, 2-1 your score here as we're back at the Crimson Complex. As we mentioned earlier, they honored head coach Fred Hetherington, 36 years as head coach at Big Red. No one will wear his 14 again as he will be retiring at season's end. And you see one of the many pieces of hardware his teams won over the years we mentioned earlier. 7 regional titles, 18 district titles, 14 OVAC titles.
And he's had 18, 20 win seasons.
And 18, 20 win
That's
seasons.
That's crazy. That's like being a 20-game winner.
And you talk about, here's the base hit. Oh, a nice play at third. And Cale Simmons.
Nice play.
Is going to be out. Good work over at third base by the Crusaders. Simonton over to Jones for out number 1. This 2-1 game. Nice defensive play.
Beautiful.
To keep the runner off. We'll look at it again here.
Yeah, he knocked the ball down. He got up pretty quick. And he had a guy running who's not Deion Sanders, and that's why he threw him out. If that's a fast guy, he beats it out. He beat him out.
And a stretch by Jones. Good work.
Nice play.
So 1 away here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Whoa.
First pitch swinging, base hit for Landon Crozier. So Crozier reaches for the first time. And bring up Brendan Dobrith.
Stepping up to the plate, number 4.
Here in the bottom half. Actually, we have a
pinch
changed
hitter,
pinch hitter here.
Yeah.
Nicky Lovato will come to the plate, number 4. So Lovato at the dish now for Steubenville. Takes a strike with the runner at first. Lovato, 9 hits and 20 at-bats this season for Big Red. Junior. And Crozier is at first to throw over. It was going to say, 695 career wins for head coach Fred Hetherington. If that 2020 season does not get canceled due to COVID, well over 700, and that would have been one of their best teams.
That's the year with Calvin Biggerstaff.
Senior year.
They had a shot. They had a shot at winning the whole thing.
Runner goes, and Crozier is in there with the stolen base.
And knowing Coach Fred when he won that 500, 600 game, he probably said, "Okay, let's go. Who we playing next?"
That's right.
I mean, that's the way he's not into numbers.
500 and 600 coming against rivals.
That's a lot of handshakes. That's all I know.
0-2 the count as Fayak works ahead with the runner at second. 1 away here in the bottom half of the 4th, and Big Red leading 2-1. 1-2.
Yeah, this is a big run right here. When you get late in the game like this, that if you can knock in that run, make it a 2-run game, man, that's gold.
1-2. And that's taken into left center, and that's going to drop in.
Yeah.
Lovato with a base hit. And rounding third, looking to score is Crozier. Throw home. Safe is Crozier. It's 3-1, and Lovato comes up big.
Yeah, 2 good plays there. Coach Fred sending him home, and then the runner, the batter, seeing the ball going up high, take off for second base. You got a guy that can run pretty good, Crozier. He read the ball. The guy was pretty deep. You can't throw him out. Coach Fred sent him. But if you watch the throw home, it's high, and the batter runner saw the ball going high and took off, and now they got another guy in scoring position.
For Royal Mayo, and he gets one past second base in the right. Rounding third and scoring, Lovato. It's 4-1. So 2 runs in here with 1 away in the bottom half of the 4th.
Yeah, I got to give Coach Fred credit there, not only for sending him, but he puts Lovato up there for Dobrev, who can only bunt because of an injured shoulder, and boom, it turns into 2 runs. That's why he got 690-some wins.
That'll bring Maddox Schoolin to the plate. With the runner at first. Grounded toward the shortstop. Throw across. In time for out number 2. So Mayo is at second. Now with 2 outs and Matt Fabro at the plate. But 2 runs in here for Big Red to extend it to a 4-1 lead. Fabro up once again. He put the ball in play, which scored the first run of the game.
Mayo on second, you got to give him credit for doing a good job hitting. The whole right side of the infield was open with the second baseman standing on second like he is now, and he did a good job of shooting the ball the other way.
Rolled third. Is it going to stay? Let it go.
Let it go, then pick it up quickly so it doesn't roll back
on dirt. Who knows where that thing's going? He would have rolled fair and whatever. But
one of my old players, a great player, got 2,200 hits in the big leagues. Juan Pierre. He used to come to the stadium like at noon every day and roll balls down third to see if it comes back or not, and then he'd bunt accordingly. I mean, he was one of the smartest players I've ever seen.
Fack ahead of Fabro here, 0-2 with 2 away. Royal Mayo is at second base. Big Red with 2 runs in. Runner to third, Mayo, throw down, it's in time. Meeks behind the dish, the strong throw, and that will retire Mayo on the base pass. But Big Red gets a pair, extend it to a 4-1 game on your West Virginia Northern Community College scoreboard.
My name is Frank Schiebel, and I'm a general surgeon at WVU Reynolds Memorial Hospital. So I think if you're a patient, considering surgery, I would think that part of your concerns would be post-operative pain, time off work, recovery time. I think all of these things are drastically improved with our robotic surgery techniques. That is, these surgeries are largely outpatient, so people come in, have the surgery, recover the rest of the time at home, and we get them back to work just as soon as possible.
Tired of paying full price at the pump? With Smith Oil's mobile app, you get rewarded every time you fuel up, get exclusive rewards, and save money all in one place. It's not just about gas. There are even rewards for drinks and more inside the store. Saving money has never been so easy or rewarding. Download the Smith Oil app today and start earning rewards that fuel your journey. Smith Oil, fuel up, save more, smile bigger.
Congressman Thomas Massey drops the dime on some Washington, D.C. secrets.
I think the Uniparty is on the same path they were on before President Trump was elected.
On the next Full Measure.
Sunday morning at 10 a.m. on Fox 9.
Fox UFL Friday lights up prime time. Let's go! As the Memphis Showboats battle the San Antonio Brahmas.
Oh, what a hit!
Fox UFL Friday kicks off at 8 Eastern.
The WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam on Fox 9 is sponsored by WVU Medicine and West Virginia Northern Community College.
It's now 4-1, Steubenville.
Number 12.
As we head to the top half of the 5th inning, Big Red gets a pair of runs. As A.J. Borsch works on his 5th inning of action here. Good work by Central's catcher, Mason Meeks, to throw out the runner at third to end the bottom half of that inning.
Yeah, you want to have a shutdown inning here. You just scored a couple runs, go up 3. So you want to come out, not walk people, get a quick out here and get it rolling, get back in the dugout and hit again.
Gets ahead 1-2 now, the counts. Staying alive at the plate for Catholic Central is Sprocki. Speedy center fielder for the Crusaders. 1-2 the count. Borsch delivers. Swing and a miss.
Helped him out there.
WVU Medicine strikeouts. So 6 Ks for Borsch.
That's what you want to get, that first out. you get that first out, it takes away some things the offense can do. Bunt bunt, sacrifice, hit and run. Maybe you usually don't hit and run with one out.
Number 4, Mason Meeks.
Back to the top of the order for Catholic Central. It's Mason Meeks, the catcher.
Like you said, Rob, he's made 2 nice plays tonight on a bunt, and then he threw out a guy at third. Done a good job back there, and he's made a number of blocks behind the plate too.
Meeks, a junior, leadoff hitter. For head coach Donnie Young. Fouls this one off towards their dugouts. So Borsch ahead again in the count, 0-2 with 1 away. Meeks fouls it off to the right side, still 0-2.
Yeah, he's pounding that zone pretty good. I think his ratio for strikes to balls is pretty good. That's what you want to do, especially when you get a lead like this. Full round. Just keep pounding that zone.
So 2 away with another. That's the 7th WVU Medicine strikeout for A.J. Borsch, the freshman.
Yeah, I don't think he's walked too many, has he, Rob? I don't think so.
2 walks, 3 walks,
yeah,
and 7 strikeouts.
Pounding his zone pretty good.
And Eli Fayak, the Catholic Central pitcher, who's done a fine job as well.
Okay,
Works out a little bit of trouble. Like I said, only 2 innings of work able to go so far this year, going into today. 4 runs in for Big Red, and he's up here at the plate with 2 away. Ball bounces off the plate.
Rob, Jason Day, the umpire, he's done a great job. Last couple of years, one of the best umpires around. I don't know if he does any college games. It looks like to me he could. He was a former player at Big Red, and he turned into a really good umpire. And he was a catcher, so he has appreciation of what goes on back there.
Exactly. He's known that view for a while.
Yes, he has.
Again, 1-2 the count. Borsch delivers. Fayak rounds towards third. Fabro gets up. Throw gets away. So Fayak's headed towards second. And Eli Fayak's in there with 2 away.
Yeah, you don't like to see that. Nice, easy play to get out of the inning. Now, what happens here is it causes the pitcher to throw maybe 6 to 10 more pitches,
right?
At least. So what he did there, he dropped his arm when he threw to first, and the ball sailed on him. You got to get on top like a quarterback. You don't see many sidearm quarterbacks. Why? Because your accuracy is on top.
Runner goes. Fayak towards third. He's in there. Sliding. Stolen base. Matt Jones at the plate. Freshman's been hitting it well. Entered the game .389, a team high of 14 runs batted in. Fouls that one off. Just the freshman. (1-1) to count with 2 away here in the 5th. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, a little
for
sweeper.
strike 2.
A sweeper outside. Looks like a strike for about 58 feet, and then boom, it darts out at the end.
Two and 2 the count with 2 away with Fayak at third base. 4-1, Big Red lead on your WVU Medicine scoreboard. Misses there. The count is 4, 3 and 2.
And what you have to do here, AJ, you have to pick up your opponent, pick up your teammate. He made an error. You got to pick him up. Get this guy out, vice versa. They've saved you a bunch of runs in the past, so maybe you could help him out here.
2-2. This is hit high to left center. Drifting back. And it's going to drop in. Run scores. And in the second is Jones. It's 4-2. A little miscommunication out there, and the run will score. Still 2 away here.
Yeah, the center fielder has to call that ball all the way and take it. You have a rule. There's rules in baseball, and if you don't abide by the rules, you pay for it. That's a center fielder's ball all the way, calls it, and as soon as the left fielder hears him, he gets out of the way. Instead, probably there was no communication, and you see the hesitancy, both guys. So,
and on top of that, you got the sun out there. And
yep.
It's just
So
bit of a mess.
Big Red's made 2 mistakes this inning. It's cost them at least 1 run and maybe 2 here if they can get a hit.
DiCarlo up now with Jones at second base, and again, that's why if you're on offense, you put the ball in play.
Put the ball in play. These are 2 routine plays that should have been made.
So DiCarlo has walked and struck out. Has made some nice plays out in left field for the Crusaders.
See what we talked about, that error at third has caused him to throw at least 10 or 15 more pitches. Now you have another error. Add on 10 more, and then you're at your pitch count, and he should be out of the inning with, 5 pitches.
2-0 the count. Gets that one in there for a strike. The inning started out with a pair of strikeouts.
Yeah, I said it was a quick inning, ground ball to third. It kills you as a coach because, you should be in a dugout by now.
Hits him. So DiCarlo will take first, and that will bring up Joe Ranish with 2 on and 2 outs.
2 outs and nobody on, right? And now it's turned into
a 1 run in.
1 run in, maybe more. Could be disaster.
So Darren Hetherington will take the walk to the mound. Call to the mound here is look to discuss things, settle things down. Crusaders have something cooking here.
Baseball's a game where, like I say, you don't usually win games. The other team loses them, and you see why now. Last night you saw why. Big Red, they give up 4 unearned runs in their first inning, lost the game 6-2. Today they've given up at least 1, and you have possibility for 3 more out there.
So Ranish will come to the plate here, hitting .273, 6 runs batted in, 4 runs scored. He singled his first time up, struck out last time.
Sometimes the coach goes to the mound in this situation. He ain't talking to the pitcher. He's talking to the infielders and outfielders. Catch the ball. Yeah.
Make the play.
Make the play.
Shortstop Joe Ranish.
AJ has done nothing bad this inning, and he's in trouble.
Ranish steps up to the plate, the sophomore. 2 on, 2 out here in the top half of the 5th. Ball high, 1-0.
And getting back to the air again, he's had to throw 20 more pitches because of the 2-out error.
In for a strike, 1-1. Crusaders with a run in here in the top of the 5th after back-to-back errors. 2-1.
Just like in football, you got third and a foot, and you jump offside, and all of a sudden you're in a jackpot.
Two-one offering is the ball. Runner goes towards third. In safely at third.
You got to make sure. I didn't like that play. With 2 outs, a good throw, he's out by 10 feet. You got to make sure with 2 outs, you steal that base standing up or you don't go. And I don't know if they knew the guy on first. He didn't go either. So actually, bad base running turned out good.
So now runners on the corners, the 2-0. It counts 3-1. Another ball here, and the bases will be loaded.
Yep.
Ball 4, they are loaded.
Yeah, it's a funny game sometimes. You're rolling around, everything's smooth,
rolling,
and then
2
boom.
strikeouts, and then 2 errors. And
look what's happened in 10 pitches.
Stepping up to the plate, number 10, Michael Fabro.
A double here, and they're in the lead.
Michael Fabro at the plate, the sophomore, fouls it off.
He had a good rip at that one. Self-inflicted, we always say. You do it to yourself. The other team very rarely gets 4 or 5 hits in a row. Once in a while they will, but it's usually the mistakes that you made. And then they get a hit, boom.
Right. Fouled off out of play. So now Borsch ahead in the count, 0-2, 2 outs. The base is loaded.
If I'm a catcher, if I'm watching, this hitter is stepping way toward third base. So I'm a catcher, I'm throwing him outside. His last, if you watch his swing, his left foot went way toward third. So I'm sitting way outside, throwing a breaking ball. Shouldn't be able to touch it.
Cold, strike 3. WVU Medicine strikeout number 8 gets out of the bases loaded. Jam. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Steubenville still in front, 4-2.
Hi, I'm G&L Reed Man, and for years I've kept you warm in the winter and cool in the summer.
I'm G&L Man, here to keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Take that, Jack. I'm here to battle heat waves so you can feel as cool as me.
Oh no! Rheem's been producing award-winning heating and cooling solutions for more than 65 years. With G&L Heating and Rheem, you're getting top quality, innovative products with the latest technology. Welcome to the new degree of comfort. Call G&L Heating today. We appreciate your business and look forward to serving you.
WTOV9 loves our small communities. That's why we shop local.
Shop Local is sponsored by Smitty's Floors, Sportsman's Trading Post, M&M Hardware, and Knight's Farm Supply.
Saturday on Fox.
Oh, what a hit!
The Birmingham Stallions take on the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Let's go!
Or the Michigan Panthers battle the Houston Roughnecks.
Touchdown!
The United Football League, Saturday at 1 Eastern on Fox.
4-2, Steubenville headed to the bottom of the 5th. New pitcher for the Crusaders, senior Caleb Wright, number 3, warming up in his warm-up pitches in. Eli Fack will head to shorts, and Wright will take over on the mound.
Yeah, going back to that play in center field, the center fielder Crozier, he has to be the general out there and take charge, call that ball. It's a routine play. You know, Big Red in softball has one of the best center fielders around in Ohio. Cena Smith is going to Ohio U. She's a field general out there. She takes everything she can get, and that's what you have to do out there. So the center fielder has to take charge. He has to call the left fielder and the right fielder off and call off the infielders if the ball's hit in front of him, too.
So Fack goes 4 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks and a strikeouts, as he doubles his season inning total with this outing today. He'll head over to shortstop now, his regular position, where he was a big part of that OVAC title team a couple years ago.
Yeah. That experience helps when you get to, and they say when you get to be a junior and senior, if you've already been thrown into the pool, you're okay.
One and one, the counts. Two and one now on Fabro, who is back up at the plate. Remember, he was at the plate when they get caught stealing over at third base.
Yep.
2-1 pitch is high, 3-1 now.
Yeah, but 2 outs, you got to make sure, like I say, you can make third. That's a rule. Certain rules in baseball, you have to abide by them. If you don't, you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it. And the rules are pretty simple.
Ball forced to Fabro, draws the walk to lead off here in the bottom half of inning number 5. And that'll bring up Nolan Blackburn.
Yeah, let's see what Coach Fred decides to do here. 4-2. You could bunt, you could hit and run. There's no outs. Good time to do it. Or you just may let the hitter hit. You know the hitter's better than anybody.
Takes a strike as Wright gets ahead here. 0-1 the counts. Throw over to first, back safely. "4-2 your score. Big Red leading Catholic Central. Crusaders got a run back in the top half of the 5th after a couple of issues in the field for Big Red there, but now they're looking to answer with the runner at first, the leadoff runner here with no one out in the bottom half of the fifth. Pitch a ball there, 2-1. Again, heading towards tournament time, Catholic Central will be on the road next week at Conotton Valley in the Division 7 tournament opener. Ball 3. Big Red will be here Monday night, 5 o'clock, against the Zanesville Blue Devils. Of course, Big Red in Division 3 in the new Division 7 division setup in Ohio. Runner goes. Fabro. Doesn't matter because that's ball 4. As Blackburn draws the walk. So 2 on base, no one out here. With back-to-back walks. And A.J. Borsch a chance to help himself out.
Yeah, do it again. Yeah, let's see if Coach Fred wants to bunny him over or lets him hit. You know, like I say, sometimes it's divided what you want to do. I always say if you're not sure, let him hit. And that appears what he's going to do. No signs from Fred, and Borsch, a pretty good hitter up there. So trying to put this game out of reach.
Outside ball 2, 2-0 the count. And when the Crusaders got that big 7-2 win at Monroe Central on Tuesday, you know, Matt Jones went 4 2/3. Vranish picked up the save, so a couple of their top arms went in that game, and Vranish just had just enough pitches over the limit so he couldn't come back today and pitch in relief. So Fayette got the call, and did well in his start, and now they talk with a call to the mound here with a 2-0 count, 2 on after back-to-back walks to begin the bottom half of the fifth.
Yeah, you got to watch where you're getting behind. Like we used to say, when a pitcher keeps getting behind, the storm is coming. It's just a matter of time. You can't pitch on the edge like that usually unless you're, Randy Johnson or somebody that throws 100 or Skeens could do it. But when you're throwing this normal, it's tough.
The ball 3-0.
Freddie taking all the way here.
With Borsch, at the plate, and takes a strike.
I saw the runner at second. He just looked into Borsch and he went like this, fastball. So as a catcher, you got to mix your signs up with a guy on second. Second sign, whatever. He just put down 1, and look, they did it again.
They did it again. Swing and a miss.
Maybe he shouldn't do it.
3-2.
Maybe he's messing him up.
3-2 to count.
3-2. Let's see if they run or they'll stay put.
Popped it up. Meeks gives chase, but it's going to be just into the bleachers.
Yep.
Count full at 3-2.
The other runner at second, he's telling Borsch what pitch is coming. So far, it hasn't helped. So if I'm Borsch, I would go, hey, I'm good. I'm good. I don't look at it. Watch when he gives a sign. He's telling him what's coming. It's hilarious.
4-2 your score.
Some guys don't want the big leagues, they steal signs all the time. And sometimes the hitter doesn't want to know what's coming because he's not sure whether that guy's right. You know, you're looking for a curveball and you get the heater. Good luck.
Trust your instincts.
Yeah.
So the count at 3-2 with 2 on. Outside ball 4, and the bases are loaded. 3 consecutive walks here to start the bottom of the fifth. And that'll bring up Miles Cooper, the senior first baseman.
Yeah, not where you want to be here for Central. 3 walks, and then you got a bopper up there like Cooper who can hit that gap, hit either gap.
Drops it in there for a strike. 0-1 the counts.
As a runner here, you got to make sure you don't get doubled off on a line drive. You don't need to be crazy and running all over the place.
Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Fake the throw down to third. So Wright gets ahead here, 0-2.
Again, if you're the hitter, you're trying to hit a sac fly here. But if you do hit a ground ball and they turn 2, you're still going to get a run out of this. So just try to put the bat on the ball. That's all. Don't try to do too much.
Gets the bat on the ball here. Yep. Should be deep enough to score the run from third.
And he's going to tag at second, too. He should. There he goes.
Headed to third as well.
Yep. Good job.
And a sacrifice fly for Miles Cooper.
Yeah, just do your job. Move the guy over to third. Good base running.
Fabro at third will score. It's 5-2.
Now they're going to appeal third for leaving early. Nope. They're going to say safe.
So now batting will be Caleb Conrad. Hitting for Cale Simmons.
Catcher now giving signs of what they're doing, whether they're throwing through, throwing to third, holding the ball. Because if you're holding the ball, then your middle infielders do not cover. If you're throwing to third, your middle infielders do not cover, because if they do, the whole infield's wide open.
Conrad, a junior, at the plate. Runners on the corners. Grounds it towards third and foul.
And if you're the runner on third, being a third base coach, you tell the guy at third, hey, you're going on a ground ball because you don't want them to turn two. If they get you, get caught in a rundown so the runners can move up to second and third.
Pitch taken there for a ball. 1-1 the counts. Runners on the corners. Big Red with a run in on a sac fly. Runner goes, swung on and missed. Fake the throw to second, but they'll take second base, so second and third.
See, what's it right there? You're faking the throw to second, then you do not have your infielder. They have both infielders covering second. You don't do that. If you're not throwing, you don't cover. Just stay still.
1-2 pitch. Ball 2, 2-2.
Again, ground ball here for Cooper, about ground ball here. We'll get him a run. Second and third, infield's back.
Grounded towards third.
Fair.
Fair ball. That'll score 1. That'll score 2. Big Red's going to extend the lead to 7-2. Conrad comes through with a 2-run single.
Conrad single scores 2. It's now Big
Blackburn
Red
and
7.
Borsch score.
Central 2.
So the 3 walks all come across.
Come back to haunt. They usually do.
Landon Crozier.
Hook that ball right inside third.
Nolan Blackburn and A.J. Borsch come across. It's 7-2. Pitch gets away, so Conrad will take second base.
Yeah, real good at bat by Conrad. Got his pitch, pulled it right down inside third. And again, like you said, Rob, the 3 walks, they all scored.
So Conrad now at second. He delivers the 2-run single.
A little anxious right there. Sometimes with the man on second, you try to hit him in. You swing at a ball that's a little bit outside. That's what he did there.
Ball inside to Crozier. 2-1 now to count.
Yeah, pitcher's not really throwing hard, so you got to stay back. Hardest thing to do as a hitter sometimes is stay back. Don't jump out ahead. When you do, you roll over a ground ball where you'll pop it up.
In there. Strike 2, the count even at 2-2.
Just try to stay in the middle of the field. That's the best advice for hitters. Stay in the middle. All your good hitters do it. Just try to drive the ball right past the pitcher.
Count full 3-2. Big Red with a runner at second in Conrad. Crozier awaits the 3-2 pitch. Outside ball 4, it's a walk, so 2 on and 1 out here as Nicky Lovato steps up to the plate.
Yeah, he's the one that got the hit, pinch hit, and turned it into a couple runs here, I think an inning or 2 ago, and did a good job.
Takes a strike, 0-1.
Big Red looking to blow this game open here with a hit.
Wright gets ahead here, 0-2.
Yeah, slow breaking pitch. Like I said, he was way out ahead of it. It's hard sometimes to stay back. Whoa.
High and tight, ball one. Count is 1-2 with one away. Now back even at 2-2. (7-2) your score, Big Red, with 3 runs across here in the 5th. And a WVU Medicine strikeout for Wright.
He was way ahead of it again. He's throwing so slow that they're jumping out at it, trying to hit it like a wiffle ball.
Back to the top of the order, Royal Mayo.
Last time up, he got a base hit to right field again. And look at right field. He has the whole infield open over there.
He shot one to that side last time.
Good hit, and that's what he has to do, being a leadoff hitter.
Ball outside.
Sometimes when you're a little guy like he is, you got that Aaron Judge in your head that you're going to be a power hitter. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're going to be a line drive hitter. And if he can do what he did at the time before, he'll be fine. He's trying.
Get it that way.
Yeah, he's trying. Yeah, when you come up to home plate sometimes, it's good to look around the infield. Sometimes you see a hole and say, I'm going to take a shot. I'm going to take a shot of hitting a ground ball that way.
And on top, a little more of a challenge now because when the ball's not coming in as fast, you really got to wait on it more if you want to go the other way.
Yeah, you got to wait.
That one's outside, 2-1.
And what the good hitters do with 2 strikes with a guy throwing slow, like in the big leagues, it used to be Jamie Moyer and Mark Burley, spread out your stance so you don't overstride.
2-1 the count, 2 outs. Right up the middle off the glove, and it's gonna.
It'll work.
It's the safe. Mayo at first. The base is loaded with 2 away.
Good example there. Little guys hit the ball on the ground. Good things will happen. There you go. He had 2 ground balls. He got 2 hits.
Jagger Rawson will come to the plate for Big Red for the first time. Rawson with the bases loaded, 2 away, 7-2 ball game. Takes the ball, 1-0 the count.
Yeah, when you're coming off the bench, swing. Be swinging. Don't come out. Don't sit there for 5 innings and come up and take pitches if you can for strikes.
2-0 the count. Bases loaded. Waved at it for strike 1, 2-1 the count.
Yeah, if Jagger can hit a baseball like he can hit a golf ball, he'll be in good shape. I've seen him golf. He can smoke them.
This one chopped. It's going to stay fair. Run will score if he's safe. He is.
Drop the ball. Yeah.
Rawson gets the run across. It's 8-2.
I don't think Meeks got a great jump on that ball. I don't think he saw it. It just dribbled out in front.
I think they might have been waiting too. He thought it was going to roll foul.
Yeah.
So 2 outs. The base is still loaded for Matt Fabro. 8-2 the score with 2 away. Behind him for a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, Central pitchers unfortunately have been behind most hitters today. They've walked a bunch. I'm not sure how many, but most of them have scored.
Four runs across here in the 5th. That's in there for a strike. (1-1) your count. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th. Fabra takes the ball, 2-1.
Yeah, if you're a kid watching this telecast, throw strikes when you're little. Throw strikes. It'll take you a long way in your game.
This one sky towards right, coming in and making the catch to get out of the 5th. With 4 runs across for Big Red, they extend the lead to 8-2 on your WVU West Virginia Northern Community College scoreboard.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
It takes a lot to be recognized as one of the best middle schools in not just the state, but the country. Harding Middle School has done it again. U.S. News and World Report says Harding is an exceptional place to learn and grow. Harding is also one of only 14 schools in Ohio to be named a Blue Ribbon School. Is your school award-winning? SCS, the best.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change.
In an instant, the Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your futurecast.
Use Follow Me tracking to know exactly how the weather will affect you right where you are.
Every day, every season, every condition on every platform. Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today and be prepared before weather threatens.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
8-2 West Virginia Northern Community College scoreboard. Michael Fabro making a catch for Central out in right. To end the bottom half of the fifth with 4 runs across for Big Red as we head now to the top of the sixth.
Stepping up to the plate, number 8, Tommy Symington.
8-2 your score, Big Red in front. And Borsch out for his 6th inning of work. Working on Simonton. Fouled off, 1-1.
Yeah, after the beginning, again, just come out. Coach Fred would like to see him just pound the strike zone, see what happens. Pound it, don't walk people.
2-1. Borsch gets the swing. For strike 2, 2-2. Count full now, 3-2.
Try to command that fastball. If you can command the fastball, you can pitch anywhere.
Ball 4 and a leadoff walk for the Crusaders.
Stepping up to the plate, number 3.
And Caleb Wright now will battle, or bats. He'll battle as well, I'm sure.
Yeah. See right here in the infield, we used to have a sign from the dugout, get 1. You don't have to get 2. Don't hurry to get 2. Make sure you get 1. We'll trade them outs for runs. So just make sure you get 1 here. Like if a second baseman, if it sits to the left of the second baseman, don't try to be, Jose Lean and jump up and throw it to second. Just take the out.
Nowadays, I don't know if these guys even know who that is.
They don't even know. Yeah, I got to watch them and tell my stories. These guys, they got to look in the history books, guys.
It doesn't hurt, though. Go look it up.
Yeah, and he's...
You got your phone, look it up.
I'll tell you what they can look up. I'll tell you in a minute here.
0-2 pitch. Cole, strike 3. WVU Medicine, strikeout number 9 for A.J. Borsch.
There used to be a Hall of Fame announcer named Joe Garagiola, and he heard about Chico Lynn's jumping ability, so he came to Three Rivers one day, and he said, I heard about this Lynn guy. Can he jump over top of me? And he said, yeah, and they got it on film. You can look it up.
Yeah.
He jumps over top of him with one step. Chico could do anything.
It's Brock Eye up for the Crusaders with 1 away and a runner on.
And I'm leery about mentioning Bill Mazeroski because I guarantee you they have no idea who he is.
Well, I think they might. If they don't, they should.
Their parents, that's their job. That's the grandparents and parents' job. Tell these kids about what came before them.
Especially Maz, an Ohio Valley
Ohio
legend.
Valley from Rush Run, Tiltonsville, and he became he's in the Hall of Fame. And he had one of the biggest home runs in Major League history for our Buccos, and
60.
You should know about him.
One-0 the count with one away here in the sixth. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, these kids will be telling their grandkids about Aaron Judge, and they won't know who he is either.
Like Aaron who?
Boy, was he big.
He had a lot of home
Boy,
runs.
Cam Pap, was he big? Yeah, he was big.
He didn't need a torpedo bat.
No.
1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2.
No, he's a freak of nature. I mean, what a great kid. Plays the game the right way. You don't see him showboat or nothing like that, and just plays the game the right way.
1-2 pitch. Inside ball, 2-2. Borsch with 9 strikeouts. Count is 2-2. Ball 3, the count is full. Big Red, 8-2 lead, looking for win number 11 of the season. Cold, strike 3, number 10, the 10th WVU Medicine strikeout for A.J. Borsch.
Stepping up to the plate, number 4, Mason Meeks.
Back to the top of the order, Mason Meeks, the Crusader catcher. He's up with 2 away and a runner at first. Takes the ball, 1-0 the count. Runner goes. Simmons throw down.
Just made it.
Mayo.
Yeah, Roll made a nice play and came over. Almost got the tag on him.
This game was tied at 1 after 1. It was tied into the bottom of the third. Big Red took the lead 2-1. Added 2 in the fourth, 4 in the fifth. After the Crusaders had gotten 1 in the top of the fifth. Grounded towards third and foul. Into third base box. Assistant coach Andrew Henry. One, 2 the count, 2 away with a runner at second in the top of the sixth for the Crusaders. Borsch, 10 strikeouts so far. This one lined up into center, base hit. Crozier steps up, quickly gets it in. They'll hold the runner at third. So runners on the corners and 2 away for Eli Fayak.
Stepping up to the plate, number 2, Eli Fayak.
So Fayak at the plate. 8-2 your score. Runners on the corners. Takes the ball inside, 1-0. Wheeling Park moves on to that best-of-3 regional. They beat Buchanan Upshur 5-2 after trailing 2-1 in the fifth. Pitch there, a ball as well, 2-0 the counts. Earlier we were talking about the Brook Bruins. They are in the driver's seat of their part of their regional bracket. They lead North Marion right now, 2-1. In the bottom of the third, that game didn't start until 6. They got 2 early runs. If they win, they'll get to the best-of-3 regional final series in Class 3A. Now 4 classes in baseball in West Virginia. 2-0 the count with runners on the corners for the Crusaders, down 8-2. This one, Fayak lies it in the center. That's going to score a run. It's 8-3. Fayak comes up with the base hit to score it. 2-out base hit.
Yeah, Crusaders keep battling. AJ probably getting up near his pitch limit now, so Coach Hetherington's going to go out to the mound. I don't think they're going to have a change. But,
and Darren Hetherington will go out.
Yeah, slow him down a little bit. Yep, he's done.
That is going to be a change. Owen Griner will step in to try to finish this one off. And the Fox 9 call to the mound, an 8-3 ball game. 2 away with runners at first and second here in the top half of the 6th inning. So Griner will warm up, get his warm-up pitches in. 8-3 score here in the 6th inning. Big Red looking for win number 11 on the season, headed into tournament play.
Yeah, Crusaders not going away easy.
No.
Yeah, like I say, swing the bat, put the bat on the ball, things might happen. So we got first and third. They got
first
two
and
outs.
third,
Yeah.
2 outs.
Try to get a couple more guys up there, see if they can get that time run to the plate and give themselves a chance.
So Borsch, his day is done. He pitches into the 6th inning, goes 5 2/3 innings. 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 5 walks, 10 strikeouts.
Yeah, go back to the inning where they had 2 errors, cost him 25
Had 2
pitches.
strikeouts,
Yeah, right.
back to back
or
for
other
the
way,
first 2 outs.
He'd have still been in the game, yeah.
So Griner will continue to get warmed up here. Coming up next for the Crusaders is the number 3 hitter, Matt Jones. He was one of the guys that reached via an error in that inning that got him a run.
Well, you said it perfectly, Rob. Put the bat on the ball, especially in high school. You don't know what's going to happen.
Wheeling Central finished off that game against Tyler to advance to the best-of-3 regional, likely against Williamstown. That's going to be a fun series.
Yeah, is that their
That'll be their, most likely
top
they'll be their
team? Yeah.
opponent.
Then the winner of that will go to state.
In which will then go to single elimination.
Okay.
But Wheeling Central 11-0 win over Tyler today at 5.
Well, they got the pitching to handle that 3-game series. The Cover kid for sure.
Both Covers. Stephen Brodegard.
Yeah, Brodegard's a good pitcher too. They're being recruited, I know, by Marshall.
Zane Rosnick here, first pitch swinging and coming in to make the catch in left. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Griner out of the pen. Dobruth makes the catch.
That's what you like to see.
We go to the bottom of the 6th, 8-3.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
My name is Kaylee Blake, and I am a registered nurse here at WVU Medicine. What I really love about WVU Medicine is just the teamwork that we have here. I feel like all together on each floor we have a great team, and we can go to each other with any questions that we always have. I really think the support here is really strong, from our nurse managers up to our nurse supervisor, to the faculty, the nurses, the PAs, the doctors, and the aides. We all just work together as a big team.
This is Alex Pillow, a conquistador of concrete from the start. Alex is so fast he does his taxes January 1st. He speed reads 2 novels before noon. He's Spanish, but he'll French kiss on the first date. Alex has traveled the world. Here are his favorite places: Portland, Detroit, Monterey, Portland again, and rent-free in 32 drivers' heads. This is the front of his car, but if you race him, you'll just see the back. This is 3-time IndyCar champ Alex Pillow. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
Bottom 6, new pitcher on the mound for the Crusaders. Tommy Simonson will take over. We'll look to close this one out as the Crusaders try to get that pitching all set up for the tournament, which begins on Wednesday at Conotton Valley.
That's what you got to do when you get toward the end. You want to, pitch your ace every game. You can't do that. Like you say, you have to look ahead a little bit, and you might sacrifice, a game or something. But that tournament, that's one and done.
Tommy, a sophomore, one of the 3 sophomores in the starting lineup today, began the game at third base, made some plays over there. Now he'll take over on the mound here in the 6th. 8-3 your score. Crusaders got 1 run there in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, as Big Red, you don't want to stop trying to score. Being in baseball, You never know. You never know how many you're going to need. 5 is never enough sometimes,
Right.
And we've seen it all year. Teams come from behind. So, Big Red tried to scratch out a run, and on the other side, Central tried to hold them and give themselves a chance in the top of the 7th.
So Blackburn will step up to the plate. Nolan Blackburn, the junior, second baseman today.
Number 13, Nolan Blackburn.
Walked and scored his last time at the plate in that 5th inning where the Big Red scored 4 runs. Takes the ball, 1-0 the counts.
Yeah, I think Central pitchers, for the most part, haven't got ahead of the hitters all day. They've usually been 1-0, 2-0 on almost on every hitter.
Outside 2-0. What I do like is the way they've continued to battle as well.
Yeah, they haven't given up, and like I say, baseball, you never know.
So 3-0 to count. On Blackburn, who walked last time. Swing and a miss. 3-1 the counts. Three-one delivery to Blackburn. Inside ball 4. Back-to-back walks for Blackburn. So leadoff walk. And Griner will hit now. For Big Red.
Blackburn draws the walk.
Batting for Borsch.
Pitcher Owen Griner.
So Griner 1 pitch to get the final out of the top of the 6th on the mound. To step into the batter's box. Takes the ball 1-0. Ball 2.
And I said, this drives the manager or coach nuts. Just ball 1, ball 2, ball 3. You got to throw strikes. Learn when you're little, 8 years old, 9 years old, teach your kids to throw the ball over the plate.
3-0 to count on Griner. Again, another 2 of Central top arms pitched in that win against Monroe Central with Jones and Vranish. And they'll be all fresh and ready for the tournament as well coming up. They can't pitch today due to the pitch limits and counts.
Yeah,
but
I'm glad they have like a pitch count and they give certain days off because you don't want to hurt these kids because they're playing multiple positions and pitching. And that's a recipe for a sore arm.
Ball 4. Vranish was about 4 pitches from being able to come back today and pitch because he went 53 in relief, but they needed to get out of that and get that win, which they did.
Stepping up to the plate, Miles Cooper.
Miles Cooper will step up here at 2-1 and no one out after back-to-back walks.
These coaches trying to set up their pitchers for these tournaments.
Takes the ball there, 1-0 to count. If you're Big Red right now, you're going to wait till you see a strike.
Yeah, exactly. You should, yeah.
Eight-3 ball game. Inside ball 2-0.
Yeah, I always tell people, if your kid's going to be a pitcher at 8 years old, take him out in the backyard, put a target up, and see if you can hit it 9 out of 10 times. If you do, you'll be a pitcher. Because if you're walking people, first of all, you might get hurt. Second of all,
ripped down and foul.
You're going to have some long innings.
2-1. The counts.
I don't know how many they've walked today, but it's been a bunch. And most of them scored, I believe. Like you alluded to the one inning, I think all 3 guys or 4 guys scored.
All did, yes. 2-1 count. And here's a pitch behind Cooper. And the runners will move up second and third. 3-1 counts. So 8-3 the score. 3-1 the count. Runners at second and third for Big Red. Miles Cooper, the senior on senior day at the plate. And that's ball 4. The bases are loaded. Cale Simmons will come back up to the plate here for Big Red with the bases loaded here on senior night.
Stepping up to the plate, Cale Simmons.
So Cooper at first base after the walk.
I know.
1-0 the counts.
Yeah, walks are like putting asparagus in your cake mix. The cake isn't going to be very tasty. You just can't do it. It's going to get you in the end.
I'll never go for that asparagus cake. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Carrot cake, on the other hand, that sounds good.
That's okay, but not asparagus cake,
No,
right?
no.
Now you got to make sure you know what you're doing.
I heard zucchini bread. We like that too. 1-2 the count. Gets ahead of the Simmons at the plate with the bases loaded here.
Yeah, thrill strikes. Possibly could get a ground ball here and get out of the with a few damage. Yeah.
10 walks for Central, 5 for Big Reds. We have 15 combined between the two teams.
Not good. No, bad. Like I say, bad recipe. Too much asparagus.
2-2.
Oh, Lord.
3-2 behind Simmons.
Is that ball 4? I thought that was 3-2.
Yeah, it was 2-2. Now
okay.
3-2. So 3-2 the count with the bases loaded. 8-3. Your score? Ball 4, so that's going to walk in a run. It's now 9-3 here. Still no one out in the bottom half of the 6th inning. So up to the plate for Big Red. We'll have another call to the mound.
9-3 Big Red now.
As Crozier's going to come up to the plate.
Going to change pitchers, put the left fielder in the pitch, looks like. Or?
And DeCarlo will be next in to warm up.
Yep.
9-3 your score pitching change as Ryan Neely comes out. Of course, Neely also played for Big Red and Coach Hetherington because we saw a guy in blue in the big group picture. It was him.
Yeah, what's he doing there? Yeah. Like I say,
they honored head coach Fred Hetherington before this ball game, a surprise ceremony for Coach Fred Hetherington as he'll be wrapping up a 36-year head coaching career as the head baseball coach at Steubenville Big Red at the end of this season.
He's
really
probably,
nice ceremony.
He's probably coached half the coaches in this valley, or principals or superintendents or whatever.
Well, 72 former players have gone to play in college during his tenure, which is impressive in itself. Of course, you got some guys that are active right now in the college and even in the pro game. You got Calvin Bickerstaff in the Red Sox organization.
Got a good report on him from his dad. He went out and threw an inning today. He's on his rehab assignment.
Okay.
3 more innings next Wednesday, and he'll be promoted to Salem in the Class A League. So good for Calvin.
So he will be good to go. Okay.
He will be good to go. Now we got to get Nate Carafa from Toronto.
He's on his way back from
Tommy
John.
Got to get him back, and Michael Groves from the Dodgers.
And the shoulder surgery.
Yeah, once you get that surgery, boy, that's like a 9 to 12-month deal. And sometimes you come back, believe it or not, you throw harder. They reattach parts of your body and put it up in your shoulder. I don't know how they do it, but they do it.
We've seen DeCarlo make some nice plays out and left. Now he comes in to pitch, trying to get out of this here with the bases loaded, no one out. 9-3 after that bases loaded walk.
Yeah, this is tough. You bring in guys who have played in the outfield. They're not properly warmed up, really. I remember one time.
And not your main pitchers
Lord.
either, because like you said, you're limited on what you have. Tournaments coming up on Wednesday as well.
I was a catcher, of course, and they asked me to pitch sometimes, and I'd rather have a root canal than go pitch. It was awful. It was terrible.
You threw a few pitches, though, like home run derby style.
Oh, yeah. How
many All-Star game Pittsburgh 94?
Yeah, I threw 892 pitches through one ball.
Just one ball?
One ball. And
800 went over the wall, right?
Yeah, Frank Thomas hit one 500 feet. That's one thing I could do, because when I was little, I threw apples at people and hit them. I threw rocks at signs. I go to the state fair and come home with a truck full of stuffed animals. I could always throw accurate. You know, being a catcher, most of your good catchers are good batting practice pitchers in the big leagues.
Right.
And so
it worked out.
It worked out all right.
Good view high above. Players Field here at the Crimson Complex.
That's Charlie Snyder up there, deep in the forest. Deep in the forest. And
there's a lot of baseballs that have been been lost up on that hill.
And knowing Charlie, the first ball that's hit down there, he'll go after it.
This one fouled off behind us.
And then he'll sell it back to Freddie.
Maybe worse something with it today being the day he was on.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, last regular season
home game.
Yeah.
DiCarlo gets that in there for a strike. He gets ahead. It's 0-2.
That's what you like to see. Throw strikes, like I say. You have no chance if you don't. Throw strikes, at least you have a chance.
Simonton goes back to third base. This one fouled back.
He's throwing really slow, and they're really having a tough time not being out ahead of the pitch,
But throwing some strikes, which is good. 0-2.
The ball has a little loop in it. And it's like a wiffle ball coming in there.
Hit toward shorts. They act as second, but it's going to be dropped. The run will score. Bases are still loaded. It's 10-3. So 10-3 now. The base is loaded in the bottom of the sixth. And Fred Hetherington will have Brendan Dobrif come back to the plate.
Stepping up to the plate, Brendan Dobrif.
Yeah, Brendan will bunt again. He has a bad shoulder, can't hit. Let's see if he bunts again. No, they're going to let him hit. Oh, my Lord. I think it's his first swing of the year. I think his mother just had a heart attack.
Like, what was that?
She says, what's he doing? But maybe he feels good. I hope he does.
Dobrif, one of the four seniors, sends it to right. It's going to drop in. One run will score. They'll go station to station, but they're going to get caught up between first and second. So there's going to be one runner.
Lord.
Throw gets away. So Dobrif is safe. The bases are loaded. It's 11-3. So he drives in a run, able to swing the bat.
I know what Coach Fred was doing. You don't want to pile on runs.
Right.
And he held the runner up a third. The runners have to watch.
Right.
Back up, the guy going into second. Dobrif, they have to watch the guys in front of them. They just took off.
Right.
Well, Big Red's one hit away from, I believe, 10 running him.
Noah Kaiko at the plate now. He'll bat for the first time today. In there for a strike.
Yeah, I believe they have the 10-run rule after.
They do. If they get to 13, it'll be over.
It'll be it. So base hit here should do it.
Noah is a sophomore. And this is Sky to second.
Yeah, they call
making the catch.
Yeah, Jason Vane quickly and correctly called the infield fly rule. So we got one out, bases loaded.
Vranish makes the catch. One away. And Maddox schooling.
A lot of kids don't know the rule. The infield fly rule, the batter's out, but if the ball falls in, the runners can advance at their own risk.
Ball one to Goulin.
Yeah, Maddox got two big hits last night, a double inside third and a
drove
single.
In a couple runs.
Yeah, he did a good job. He's as the season has progressed, he's become a better hitter.
This one's skied high.
That's the infield fly rule, yep.
Catch made by Fayak for out number 2. 11-3. The score. So Fabro will step up to the plate here. Base is loaded.
Stepping up to the plate, Matt Fabro.
Fouls this one off to the right.
Yeah, Fabro out ahead of that. Usually, like to say, when a guy throws like him, you throw him pretty slow. There's like an arch in the ball. You got to stay back, spread your feet out a little more, and just try to go up the middle with it.
1-1 after the ball. This one sent towards center, and Sprockeye makes the catch. 6 innings in the books, 11-3. We will head to the 7th. Big Red adds on. They lead at 11-3 on your West Virginia Northern Community College scoreboard.
The WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center Breast Care Center, the Ohio Valley's only complete breast center, is expanding with more doctors than ever before, with decades of breast surgery experience and new diagnostic technology, all in one beautiful, calming space. Compassion, excellence, experience, and technology come together every single day here. The WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center Breast Care Center.
Hi, I'm G&L Ream Man, and for years I've kept you warm in the winter and cool in the summer.
I'm G&L Man, here to keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Take that, Jack. I'm here to battle heat waves so you can feel as cool as me.
Oh no! Ream's been producing award-winning heating and cooling solutions for more than 65 years. With G&L Heating and Ream, you're getting top quality, innovative products with the latest technology. Welcome to the new degree of comfort. Call G&L Heating today. We appreciate your business and look forward to serving you.
I have an idea. Should I tell you?
I'm the one to tell. I'm the host.
Melissa Peterman is the person.
Is it Stonehenge? What the what?
Right here is the place.
We would have accepted me. I'm also a prehistoric monument.
This funny new game show is the thing.
It is made with bourbon, sugar, and a certain herb.
Mint julep.
Yes!
Person, place, or thing.
I don't even drink!
Person, place, or thing, tonight at 7 on Fox 9.
7-3, West Virginia Northern Community College scoreboard. We hit at the top of the 7th. Owen Griner will look to close things out here for Big Red as the lead is 8. Here on Senior Day, the final regular season home game for Steubenville ahead of the tournament opener on Monday against the Zanesville Blue Devils.
Hard to believe the season's almost over, Rob. You know, it seemed like we just started the other day and it was snowing out. Or raining for sure. But exciting for local teams. You know, baseball's different, man. If you get hot, you can go a long way.
Again, Big Red Zanesville here in the opener Monday. Winner will get Tri-Valley, a very good team, which knocked Big Red out 2 years ago. A lot of those kids still back. Tri-Valley, the team that Indian Creek edged out 1-0 in that district final last year at Buckeye Trail. Hits him, so DeCarlo hit by the pitch. And the leadoff runner on here in the top of the 7th for the Crusaders.
Yeah, if Coach Fred doesn't smoke, he may start. You got a nice 8-run lead. Just throw strikes, and you don't hit people.
Need 3 outs, and they'll give it. But the Crusaders will continue the battle here. So, again, they're going to open up at Conotton Valley. And with the pitching lined up, and the team is starting to get, they got some more games in consistently. You got to like the fact that they could go into that Division 7 bracket and surprise some people.
And they're, like I said, they're playing better the second half of the year.
They are.
A lot of credit to Coach Young.
The schedule, you know, like I said, it was scaled back and they didn't have as many games scheduled. They won a pair of games right at the end of March, and then we had all that bad weather. They only played 6 games in April. And then in the last, they said they won 2 out of 3 here in May. Get the 4-7 on the season. Just 11 games played.
Yeah, if they can get their pitchers to throw the ball over the plate, they have a chance. When you're walking 10 guys, no, you don't have a chance.
Again, it was good to see Fayette get out there and throw 4 innings after not being able to throw most of this year due to injury. Like I said, you'll have Jones and Vranish available when the tournament opens up on Wednesday. Those two combined in that win against Monroe Central Tuesday.
And baseball, like I say, a strange game. You have bloops, you have bad hops. You don't know what's going to happen.
2-2 the count. It's the ball that counts full 3-2. And it's ball 4, and there's 2 on, no one out here in this top half of the 7th inning, and that will bring Michael Fabro to the plate. So Vranish draws the walk. He and DeCarlo are on base. And in there for a strike. 0-1. The counts. 11-3. Your score, Big Red with 9 over the last 3 innings is fouled towards the right side. Skied and almost dropped in there.
It was close, wasn't it?
It was close to the line. So ahead in the count is Griner. It's 0-2.
Yeah, what you want to do here as an outfielder, if the ball's hit you on the ground, throw it to second base. Do not throw to home. Let the runners move up. On offense, you don't want to take a chance of getting a guy thrown out. So just hold your runners up on a base hit. Play a little conservative when you're down 8.
0-2 is the count. Foul off, staying alive.
Yeah, if it's a close game and you're facing Paul Skeens, then you might take a chance, but not now.
Brook leading North Marion 4-2, top of the 5th in their game on that new turf at Brook High School. Beautiful facility there now. Ball, 1-2 the counts. Which is a couple weeks ago. Joe Patini threw out that first pitch.
I saw that. That was great. Joe's a great guy.
Brook alum.
Former big league player and then longtime coach with Toledo Russa. Got 2 World Series.
2 World Series rings.
Yeah.
1-2. Grounded. Griner.
Get an out.
Steps and throws.
Yeah.
1 out. Runners move up to second and third. Simonton will come to the plate.
Yeah, Joe was a heck of a player. And when you look at him now, he's small. He played in the big leagues. He was a good player.
Yeah.
And then he became a really good coach for Toledo Russa. And he coached all those great Cardinal teams. So, very knowledgeable guy. My golfing buddy, who never calls me anymore for golf.
You beat him too much? Or?
No, I don't beat him. I love he can play.
He won't call you for racquetball, though, will he?
No, he won't. No, he won't answer. I said, let's go hit some balls.
Golf.
Let's go hit some balls around. No,
there you go.
When I play golf, all he does is find my balls in the weeds. That's all he does.
Called strike on the inside corner. 0-2 the counts. Griner got the final out of the top of the 6th on 1 pitch. Looking to finish this one off for A.J. Borsch, who went 5 2/3. Foul back.
No, I get the great opportunity to play with 2 of the best racquetball players around, Tim Doherty from Weirton and Todd Hensley. They're state-ranked players from West Virginia. A little younger than me, but they are the best guys around. I mean, they're fun to play. They're not fun because they beat your butt.
0-2 pitch. Grounded back towards the pitcher. And a run will score. They do get the out, however, over at first. So run scores 2 away here in the 7th. 11-4.
Run crosses is now Big Red 11. Central 4 stepping up to the plate. Number 17, Andrew Napoli.
So Andrew Napoli will come back to the dish here for the Crusaders with 2 outs and a runner on third. Grounded foul. Good form there by Andrew Henry in the third base box.
Yeah.
Former Hilltopper, Wheeling Central standout. Also your Jefferson County Health Commissioner.
Yeah, good to see these young guys coaching. It's get some new blood in here and have some enthusiasm with these kids.
Absolutely. Just missed there. 1-1 to count. One and 2 to count, 2 away.
Yeah,
1 strike away is Griner.
Got to give Central credit. They battled. They've been behind the whole game and battled like heck. And
battle this whole season.
And
not
like I say,
not real strong on numbers, but they have.
It may pay off
battled.
down the road.
Swing and a miss. WVU Medicine strikeout for Griner ends it. Steubenville Big Red. The Steubenville City Championship victory, 11-4 over Steubenville Catholic Central. We'll take a timeout. We'll wrap this one up from the Crimson Complex in a moment.
It takes a lot to be recognized as one of the best middle schools in not just the state, but the country. Harding Middle School has done it again. U.S. News and World Report says Harding is an exceptional place to learn and grow. Harding is also one of only 14 schools in Ohio to be named a Blue Ribbon School. Is your school award-winning? SCS, the best.
My name is Kaylee Blake, and I am a registered nurse here at WVU Medicine. What I really love about WVU Medicine is just the teamwork that we have here. I feel like all together on each floor we have a great team, and we can go to each other with any questions that we always have. I really think the support here is really strong, from our nurse managers up to our nurse supervisor, to the faculty, the nurses, the PAs, the doctors, and the aides. We all just work together as a big team.
It's springtime in the Ohio Valley, which means weather that goes from the sublime to the severe.
Needing sunscreen or packing an umbrella.
Wearing a coat or breaking out the shorts.
As you prepare to plan your day, Severe Weather Team 9 is there to help you make the right choice every step of the way.
So stop and ask yourself, will I need this or will I need that?
We have the answers for you. Plan and prepare ahead with Severe Weather Team 9.
Hi, I'm Joe from Arisich Heating and Cooling. It could be a hot one this summer. It's my job to keep you cool and comfortable on these hot summer nights.
Escape the summer heat with a new Train air conditioning system. Financing available on a Train air conditioner and furnace. Call to set up an appointment.
Staying cool in the valley is a cinch with Arisich. Call us today.
Lightning Lizard Auto Sales wants to help you hit the road in a quality pre-owned vehicle. Since 2021, we have helped over 1,000 people get a vehicle at a great price. If you need a car, we make it simple and stress-free to get behind the wheel. With a wide selection of reliable vehicles and personalized financing options, we've got what you need to keep moving forward. Good credit, bad credit, no credit, we do it all. Check us out online or come see Lightning the Lizard and love the car buying experience again with Lightning Lizard Auto Sales.
Welcome to Unfiltered Soccer. I'm your co-host Tim Howard, along with the legendary Brandon Donovan. We both have a PhD in soccer.
And we're both at an age now where we can be unfiltered.
Unfiltered Soccer, presented by Volkswagen. Tune in wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the future of golf. It all starts here. Live Golf on Fox.
This is going to be hot. It'll be a party. Long live golf.
Let's go!
They're your neighbor, coworker, or significant other, quietly inspiring, coaching, and lending a helping hand. These heroes deserve to be recognized, and I get to tell you about them. Introducing News 9's Hannah's Heroes. Scan the QR code on your screen to nominate special individuals making a big difference in our community. And then be sure to watch News 9 Wednesdays at 5 and 10 p.m. to see Hannah's Hero of the Week.
Sponsored by Trinity Health System.
11-4, your final score here at the Crimson Complex, Steubenville Big Red. 11th win of the season. Career win 696 for Steubenville head coach Fred Hetherington, who will be retiring at season's end. Their tournament opens Monday here against Zanesville. And a great ceremony here beforehand on senior night as they honored Coach Fred Hetherington for his 36 years as head coach of Steubenville Big Red. Now, 696 career victories. That's going to wrap things up from here at the Crimson Complex. A beautiful Thursday night for baseball. For our entire hardworking crew and my partner, Rich Donnelly, I'm Rob Metzger. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you again soon. Have a great night.